Why would you give me a Segway and then have it be slower than I can run? Like, it was just...
Well, one reason that you would get a Segway, even if it's slower, is so you can plow into all the
that's
things
true.
and explode them into oblivion with complete and utter joy.
You're making the heat, it's right. Beat the heat with this.
Okay, obviously, my favorite physics for chapter 6 was in the Segways. I mean, okay, in previous chapters, most of the hilarious physics came from like kicking things over with your feet.
Yeah.
You could shoot some stuff, right? Blow it up or whatever. But in this chapter, they give you a Segway, basically, like, right? This wheelie. And it allows you to crash into things at, I think it's a much higher rate of speed. It feels like a higher rate of speed, but like you plow into them and you can destroy them. Like, it is amazing. You can knock over like surfboards, inflatable pools,
Tables, chairs, plants.
But the best part, was the tables and the plants and the benches that literally destruct before your eyes.
Yes, the benches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the benches are amazing, but you have to hit them at like the exact angle and speed or else they just don't break.
Yep.
That was probably the best thing about this chapter.
Well, let me tell you what I did that I thought was awesome. I don't know if you all did it, but I took the wheelie and I repeatedly rammed it into that giant inflatable chocobo.
Yeah, the chocobo up by Run Wild.
Trying to knock it over, and I just like could not knock it over with the wheelie.
Yeah, that was fun.
The fact that they have, I mean, let's think about this. Like, we do need to take a moment and appreciate this. The developers put a giant inflatable chocobo in this chapter for what reason?
For us to run into.
For us to hit it. Yeah, like
For
what
us
other point
to do
was
that
there?
kind of crap to it,
Yeah.
right? Like, it's so like ridiculous and pointless except for that, right? Which I love. And I think it's amazing that developers would take the time to put that in there and take the time to make it possible so that you could destroy these plants.
That was
Like,
my favorite. Those plants.
It's like boom, boom. And if you hit them all correctly in a row, man, it is like the most satisfying thing.
Grab a materia, Papa.
That was my goal. I'm like, if I can hit every single plant, they put them in a row along the, kind of the shore.
That's what should give you a reward.
Boom, boom, boom. They should have a secret achievement for that. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, trophy.
I don't remember if it was Need for Speed or one of the other racing car franchises, but there was one of them where the fans enjoyed like the crash physics or whatever so much that in the next installment, they actually made a mode. I think it was called Crash Mode, if I'm not mistaken, where you were supposed to create the most amount of damage in a dollar amount.
Well, there's a whole game like that. What's it called? It's a car game.
This game obviously is like over a decade old at this point.
Do you know what I'm talking about, Spencer? You've got to know this game. There's a game where you try to get as much damage as possible and like destroy.
I think it's maybe Burnout.
Burnout. That
Maybe
it was the
Burnout.
Burnout
Yeah.
series.
Burnout, yeah. You could do like a crash test thing and it would just rack up points how much you could hit.
We had it and I thought it was amazing.
Yeah, and there's like one where like you're trying to basically cause like these buses to have an accident that then cause the highway to have like a jam and accidents and
Obviously not cool in real life.
Well,
but in a game it was hilarious.
That's the point. It was so much so that little mode or whatever you want to call it became the most popular part of that actual game.
Yep.
Not even the racing part of it. So similar thing here.
That doesn't surprise me. I mean, demolition derbies are some of the most entertaining things I've ever seen.
Yeah,
Like
there's a reason why people get excited when people crash in NASCAR. You know?
Well, as long as the person is okay.
I know. I'm sorry.
But once you know they're okay, then it's like, let's watch that replay 10 times in a row.
I don't know if they're going to be all right after that because they only go left, but
that's true.
But dad joke number 1, folks.
There you go.
There you go.